My name is John with Paradigm Mixing and Mastering, and today I wanted to show you how I go about mixing my percussion. So for an example today, I just have a loop from Splice, and let's give it a listen here. So the first thing that I do is I'm going to pull out an imager. This is Ozone's imager. It's free. So if you don't have it, it's free. Might as well get it. And this is going to show me what's going on in my stereo field. So this loop right here is completely mono, which means it's going to be dead center, right? Coming out of the box. So in some other genres, right? It's typical to pan it. You've probably heard panning left. You can use this pan right here. But this actually just turns it down on the left and right channels, or a direction mixer to do that, right? So putting it in the outer stereo field just to the left or just to the right. And this will work. I like its result when you're looking at like rock and roll and stuff like that. But I've noticed if you have one main loop, so in this case, this is a trap beat. This is going to be my main loop. I want to hear this. I want to hear this on the outsides of both my left and right of my stereo field. So what I'm going to do initially is figure out how do I want to convert this from mono to stereo signal. So I have two ways that I like to do it the most, either using chorus. So if I don't care too much about my transient, maybe the transient's a little aggressive off the bat and I kind of want to dial it back a bit. Or if I have like a shaker or something where I don't really care about having a transient on it as much, I will use chorus to do this, the chorus function. But the kilohertz comb filter is what I've been using recently to kind of maintain your transient and power from it, to just give me the conversion, and then I fine tune it. So here, or I'll show you where to pull it up. So open up the comb filter here, and then make sure this stereo button is on. So we're going to hear it. And I'll adjust the hertz. I usually put it on minus, and I adjust the hertz to just try to sound as close to the original pitch of the sample. All right, so I like that. So if you look at our imager, before, we're completely mono. Now we're spread out. So now the second thing that I will do to even just sort of, and all this direction mixer does is it's going to turn down the mono signal a little bit. I'll use Logic Pro's direction mixer, which is an imaging direction mixer right there. And usually 1.5 on the spread is about where I'll lie. And after that, then I'm going to come in with a mid EQ. And most of this is all on the high end, so I'm going to cut it as high as I can kind of go without hearing a huge difference. All right. And then after that, I'm going to come in with a side EQ here. And I'm going to figure out where I want to boost it in the outer stereo field. I like that right there. Let's do a shelf. All right, so that's looking pretty spread out. Now, what I will do after this, if I'm still not liking how much I'm hearing on the outer of my stereo field, then I will throw some form of stereo spreader on. In this case, I'm already liking how this is sounding. But if you need to go for a little bit more width, I like to use kilohertz spreader, which we're already very wide here. And it'll just move it all the way out. In this case, I actually like where it's at. So let's hear how this is sounding.
Packs in my rap from the block.
All right, and then this is with everything off. Yeah, I would say I'm liking that. I don't think I want to get it any wider. That's
Packs Packs in my rap from the block to the back, to the back, to the back, to the back, to the back.
So yeah, I like to do this rather than just panning left or right, because now you can hear it in both your left and right ears, and the hats come through a little stronger on the speakers, and it doesn't feel as isolated. So yeah, that's just a quick trick on how I like to mix my percussion.